Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.
Baby, I got your money.
Y'all, so welcome to the Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you go to the ashcashshow.com, subscribe to the podcast. Go to ashcashtv.com, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Y'all, I appreciate y'all. Really appreciate all the love. Birthday Eve, you know what I'm saying? So it's birthday Eve. So I appreciate everybody, appreciate the love, appreciate, just everybody who tuned in last night. When I tell you last night was the biggest, I was nervous. I ain't gonna see a lot of you, right? I knew it was a big episode, but I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous. Like I was like, man, I wonder if they're gonna think this interview was as big as I thought it was. And the live chat was crazy. Live chat was crazy yesterday. Last night, the comments are crazy. The views are crazy. So yeah, go to the Earn Your Leisure YouTube channel. Or you can go to InsideTheVaultShow.com. But go to the Earn Your Leisure YouTube channel, and it should be there. Miss Hamida says, I'm watching it now. Wow, I'm telling you, the biggest episode I've ever had. Legacy Cheryl says on Inside the Vault, great interview. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love how you give us a show before the show. Facts. You know what I mean? It's how it is. You know what I mean? St. Nick in the building. Salute. UWF.CEO. I don't see the pics, so I don't know who you are, but fast shout to you. St. Nick is in the building. Sweet Event Studios, salute. Thank you. Latricia G says the interview was awesome last night. Thank you. It's the audacity for me, the audacity to have the biggest interview I've ever done. Yes, interview was and it's big. Salute. No spoilers. Yeah, we ain't gonna spoil it. No spoilers. If you saw the interview, do not spoil it. I'm gonna spoil it later though, because I'm gonna have to post about it. Ever appropriate, you made it so real. I'm telling you, when I say EGOT, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. You know what I mean? Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. You got to stop playing. You gotta stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. Kind Atlas says, show last night. You are a genius. Happy turn up day. Salute. I appreciate you. New level of peace, prosperity. Thank you. I appreciate you. No spoilers for the ones who didn't catch it. Yo, bro, just letting you know I sent you a DM. All right, copy that. I'll check it. Stay rich. Stacy says, great interview last night. I appreciate you. Y'all, I'm telling you. I appreciate y'all. All right, it's Friday, y'all. Freestyle Friday. Y'all tell me what y'all want to do. Really, what up? Freestyle Friday. You know what I mean? Y'all tell me what y'all want to do. Tonight. Looking forward to to seeing everybody tonight. Those who were able to attend. You know what I'm saying? David Grant, I listened to it this morning. This episode was a banger. And I appreciate you, Dave. You guys see it though. Hey, Dave, if you listen to it, that's good. But I think if you see it, it'll do. You guys see it'll do justice. So you know what? I'm gonna start since it's my birthday month. My birthday officially starts today until the end of the month. And since it's my, since it's my birthday month, we're gonna start here. High, we're gonna start here. In the sky, you know how I feel every day though. let me say something real quick. Hey, yo, this is the first time. Chef Charlene said, "Dope interview." Thank you. This is the first time that a birthday has come, and it doesn't feel more special. It doesn't feel more special than any other birthday because I'm practicing being present every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm practicing being present every day. And so I normally sit down and I reflect, right? I usually sit down and reflect my birthday, you know what I'm saying? Like the things I've done and and it's crazy, right? It's crazy because this whole year, I think I honestly after I turned 40, that milestone for me was like, yo, tomorrow's not promised. That's why everything is God's will. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't run out here acting as if I know. Look, Slim got shirts to the show as well. I don't rank and thank you for the badge love. I don't run out here acting as if I know for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't run out here acting as if I got tomorrow, I got next year, I got 45. Like literally every single day of my life is a blessing, given to me from the Most High, and I want to max out every single day, you know. And so a lot of times people like commend me for like work ethic and going hard and things of that nature. The truth of the matter is because it's really just my I can't disrespect God. You know what I'm saying? I can't disrespect God. I can't disrespect that God is signaling to me, right? The moment that God wakes me up every morning, that God wakes me up, God is signaling to me that I'm not done with you. You know what I'm saying? Like God is saying, yo, Ash, I'm not done with you. I still need you. And that's an honor. You know what I'm trying to say? That's an honor. You feel me? Like that's an honor to like the creator of all, right? The creator of the heavens, the earth, the everything, the creator of all has woken me up and said, yo, bro, I still need you. Like God need me, right? Like God need me. God said, yo, I'm not done with you. So I need you to be a vessel to others. Like, and I don't take that lightly. So every day is a birthday for me. You know what I'm saying? Every day is a birthday to me. Every day is a new day. Every day is an opportunity to thank God. You know what I'm saying? All praises due. Every single day, though. You know, you don't wait till your circumstances has changed. You don't wait till things seem right. Like every single day. Even it's to the point where even when I feel funky, I be like, damn, bro, like, are you taking this for granted? Are you taking life for granted? You know what I'm saying? And so it's just a blessing. I'm just happy to be in this space. I'm happy to serve. I'm happy to, be so impactful in everybody's life. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that God continues to say, Ash, you know what I'm saying? I need you to, I need you to pour into people. I'm happy that my pouring into people is being received. I'm happy that I'm being obedient because it's funny. First Lady and I were driving. We're in Jersey. And Tony, what up? Top of the top. Thank you for the badge love. Me and the First Lady were driving and we saw this big complex, right? We saw this big complex. And it looked like dilapidated, is that the word? It looked dilapidated. I think that's the word, but you know what I'm saying. And I looked and just something called me to it. It's crazy. Something called me to it. And I said, what is this place? And and something made me just, you know what I mean? Like something made me look it up. And when I, when I looked it up, it was they call it halfway house. That's what they call it. They call it a halfway house. But it was a place where inmates who are incarcerated go before they are let out to the public. So it's like a halfway house. And I don't know, something about that just said to me, and I don't know what it is. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what it is. And this is a message for anybody who's listening. Is you don't need to see the whole vision, right? You don't need to see the whole vision in order to follow God's step. In fact, having to see the whole vision before you move forward is lack of faith in God, just to be 100% honest with you, And, I've been called to this reform work. Something's calling me. I know it's God. God is telling me, Ash, in this leg of your life, I need you to do work with formerly incarcerated people. That's what I believe my message is, which is why, my goal is to focus on the youth. My goal is to focus on juvenile detentions, formerly incarcerated, which is why I wrote From the Block to the Bank. From the block to the bank, for me, it just came to me like God said that I've elevated your platform, right? God said, look, I've elevated your platform beyond a space that you even thought of, to be 100% honest, right? Like I never thought that where I am today, right? Where I am today, I never really thought that I would be here, right? I knew I was going to be successful, but I didn't know what level of success I would reach, And honestly, this level of success is greater than any levels of success that I had ever imagined, because the success that I imagined was always related to me. When I thought about success, I always thought about me. I was like, I was gonna be successful, right? I was gonna be successful. I was gonna have all the nice cars, houses. Prior to getting married and having kids, I was gonna be the rich uncle, bachelor dude that just has fun. You know what I mean? And I was gonna take care of my nephews and nieces. That was what it was. And so to be at a space that my success equals the success of others, that's different. I don't know if you ever felt that before, but the more successful I get, the more successful other people get. And so God has used me as a vessel, and God is using me to lead, if you will, a group of people who at one time did not see their light. Because that's what I am. I'm the voice of the underdog. I'm the voice of somebody who's ever been told that they couldn't do something, right? I'm the voice that anybody who ever told that they couldn't do something, they don't believe that they could do something. And so God told me, listen, I need you to write From the Block to the Bank, right? I need you to write From the Block to the Bank, because I'm elevating you to these places, and I don't want people to think that you're from Parsippany, New Jersey. That's what God said. God said Parsippany. I gotta visit Parsippany one day. I don't know, but that's what God said. God was like, yo, I don't want people to think that you're from Parsippany, New Jersey. No disrespect to Parsippany, right? But I need them to know that you were born in the projects, roaches and rats. Like I need them to know that, though, right? I need them to know that you were born, like you were not born in the projects, but you from the projects. You know what I'm saying? Like I need them to know that. I need them to know that you got kicked out of school 4 times in the 1st grade, 5th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. I need people to know. I need people to know that. I need people to know about all the times you were up and then all the times you were down. You know what I'm saying? Like I need about her life, salute, sis. I need people to know that. And so that's why I wrote From the Block to the Bank. But then and so this is my point about God's not going to give you the full vision all at once. Because at first, I thought it was just about a book and dealing with the youth. But then God started putting a lot of formerly incarcerated people in my life, right? And it was like a common thread. It was a common thread of people that were formerly incarcerated who were doing reform work. And the one thing that everybody kept telling me was that there wasn't enough financial literacy, right? Financial empowerment for those who are currently or formerly incarcerated. And so I was like, I bet. Then God revealed, right? Then God, right? Salute to Bossman Brewster. Salute to Wall Street Trapper. Salute to Andre Norman. Salute to Shaka Sangor. Salute to Wahida Clark. Salute to KC. If you know, you know. It's a lot of people. Salute to my brother Bimmy. There's a lot of people that's in my life, right? I mean, goosebumps as I say this. There's a lot of people that's connected directly to my life that God is like, nah, I need you in this reform space. You know what I'm saying? So God, you know, so once I was obedient though, right? Once I was obedient and I wrote the book, then God revealed to me, yo, I need you to use this book for the formerly incarcerated, you know, still incarcerated halfway house thing, right? Then God put this vision in me, right? Nicole, what's up? Wagwan. Nicole McLaren is in the building. Then God was like, listen, what I need you to do, right? What I need you to do is now that I've given you this vision, right? Now I've given you this vision, God gave me another vision. God was like, all right, this is what I need you to do. I need you to start focusing on building a building, right? I want you to create this building. I want you to create a media center. I want you to help people create their content, right? So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to do that. And so God, right? God put, you know, somebody in my life that I knew already, right? So I knew, salute. My brother Gene is in the building. So God was like, all right, I'm going to put somebody in your life who is going to help push the vision faster. Right, and so my brother Storm and I got together and we said, "Yo, we're gonna build a building, right? We're gonna build a media center, 12,000 square foot, right?" Then literally, brother calls me and he's like, "Yo, I have this deal. I'm not gonna talk about this deal, but he has this. I'll tell you, it's a hotel, right?" He says, "Yo, I have this deal that we can invest in together. It's a hotel," and I said, "Okay, let me look into that." But then he started stretching, you know, God started stretching my mind now and revealing to me that, all right, doing stuff within buying buildings, this first building that you're about to buy is just a warm-up. That's not even where I'm taking you. I'm just showing you what's possible. I'm not even taking you to the whole place yet. But then when I went, yo, I wish I could tell you this place. But God ain't tell me to tell you where the place is. God ain't tell me to tell you where the place is. But I literally, like, it like pulled me. It wasn't even like it was like I'm in the car driving. Or was I driving? No, I wasn't driving. We was like somebody was driving us. And so we're in the car and something just pulled me to say, look to your right now. And so I looked to my right, and when I tell you this, it's a beautiful structure, right? It's a beautiful structure, but it's like graffiti on the wall, like it looked like it's dilapidated, right? It looked like it's dilapidated, but the signs are still up for the place. So when I looked to see what the place is, I said, "Yo, this is a halfway house," and right there, God said, "Here you go. Here's another piece of the puzzle." somehow, I need you to use your story to motivate and inspire this group of the youth, this group of folks. But then I also need you to build something for them. And that's it. I don't know what's next. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's next. And the funny thing about it is because, you know, the funny thing about it is the building that we're buying in Atlanta, right? Yo, Big T! Salute to my G. The legend, the living legends in the building. Salute to my guy. The building that we're buying in Atlanta, because it's zoned one thing, we have to work with city council. We have to work with different people. You know what I'm saying? We have to work with different people to get the area rezoned, right? In order for us to do it, in order for us to do what we're looking to do. You know what I'm saying? CJ, appreciate the badge love. In order for us to do, you know, what we're looking to do in that building, we have to get it rezoned. And so now we're talking to landowners and officials and things of that nature, which I believe is just a preview to this reform work that God just said, I need you to do. You know what I'm saying? So I say this to say that a lot of us are like waiting. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what MPU is. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of us are waiting, right? A lot of us are waiting for the full vision before we act, right? A lot of us are waiting for the full vision before we act. We're waiting for the full vision before we be obedient. And that's my message for today. You know, as I reflect on this upcoming circulation rotation around the sun, I'm telling you that a lot of you are not a lot of you are not living your life because you're waiting for the whole vision instead of just taking it one step at a time. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I gotta check in. I didn't know what MPU is. But a lot of us are waiting to you know, we're waiting to execute the vision. You know, we're waiting to see the vision before we execute, where God is testing your faith, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? God is saying, all right, let me give you a little bit. Let me just see if you trust me. I'm going to tell you to go this way when you think you should be going left, but I'm telling you to go right. And let me just see if you're going to listen. You know what I'm saying? Let me just see if you're going to listen. You know what I mean? And so we're gonna start this Blessed Friday. In the sky, you know how I feel. We're gonna start this Blessed Friday with this. It's a new dawn. Every single day. Every day is your birthday. Every day. Yup. New dawn, new day. New life. Every day you got a new life. Yup. New life. New dawn. Yup. New dawn. New day.
3 things I want you to do to nurture your vision. I want you to affirm it every day.
Affirm it every day.
Affirm it every day. And don't affirm it as I'm trying, I wish, I want to. I am.
Salute, sis. I appreciate you. I am.
Every single day, I am is the creative force of the universe. Whatever you attach I am to, you will become. You know, people say I'm broke or I'm single. No. I'm waiting for my ideal mate to present himself to me in a way that I recognize. Whatever you attach I am to, I'm confused, no. I am awaiting clarity in this moment. So affirm your vision every day.
Affirm it
And
every
just
day.
because somebody else can't see your vision doesn't mean that it's not a powerful vision for you.
New dawn.
Here's another key for you. Never judge your clarity on how other people respond. Did you hear me? They're going to say, what you doing? You crazy. Why are you doing that? You can't do that. Who told you you could do that? Who do you think you are? I love
Who do you
that
think
one.
you are?
Who do you think you are? Me? Affirm your vision. Clarify your vision. Know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you're doing it, day by day, moment by moment. And sometimes the how only shows up on a need-to-know basis.
Yo, listen. And this is what I was just saying. The how only shows up on a need-to-know basis, right? Which means that sometimes, most times, honestly, when you are thinking about who you are, who you be, right? Randy, appreciate the badge love. When you're thinking about who you be, right? And when you think about who you be, the how is only going to show up, right, on a need-to-know basis. Like if you really have faith, you don't really need to know the next step. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like trust is the belief. Trust and faith is the belief in the unseen. So if I need to see it before I believe it, then how is that trust? You know what I'm saying? How is that faith? And so how, right? How is a need? You don't need to know how right now, right? You don't need to know how right now, because if I show you how, it might mess up all of the other things that's required. So how is on a need-to-know basis? You know what I'm saying?
Wait for the how until you start pursuing your vision.
Don't wait for the how.
Don't wait for the how.
Don't wait for the
Sometimes
how.
you just have to walk blindly.
You gotta walk blindly.
But if you just do your vision.
Do your vision.
Every single day.
Every single day.
With one foot in front of the other. Committed to your desires. Being obedient.
Being obedient.
Through your fears.
Walking through your fears.
Unfold much grander than you could have ever even imagined or asked for.
Yeah.
So this is what I say. To support your vision, instead of begging for it,
Be still.
Let your daily spiritual practice be one of stillness and listening. Listen for the instruction.
Listen for the instruction.
Instead of begging for the direction. Be still.
Be still. New dawn, new day. New life. New dawn. New day.
Whatever you attach I am to, you will become. Be still.
Be still.
It's a new life for me.
New life. It's a new life. All right. And so here's the thing about this. And then y'all, it's Friday. So if y'all want to make some requests, y'all could. But I want to play this other one because I feel like it's usually our emotions that stop us, right? Us being anxious, us being impatient, us being fearful, it's these emotions, right? It is these emotions that stop us from being obedient and moving in the direction that God is telling us to move in. It is that, and so we have to learn how to control our emotions, right? Because when we don't learn how to control our emotions, that's how we get into trouble. That's how we all right, what's next? I don't feel like going this way. Even though, and here's the thing, even though I'm being pulled this way, I don't feel like it because there's no immediate gratification. This doesn't immediately make me feel good. So I'm going to go here instead because that makes me feel good, but it's pushing me further away back from where I need to go. Right? And so we need to learn how to control our emotions. Right? Because just because something feels right doesn't mean that it's right for you. And just because something feels wrong doesn't mean it's the wrong thing. Right? And that's where discernment comes in at. You have to, right? That's why you got to be still. Right? That's why you got to be still and listen. Because you got to understand who is telling you which way to go. Is it your ego that's telling you, or is that your inner G? Right? Is that your God self? Right? You got to be still and listen. Right? You got to be still and listen. Who's talking right now? Is that your ego? Is your ego saying do this thing that's going to give me instant gratification? Or is my energy saying, yo, go this way? You may not see how great this is going to make you feel, right? Because do you want the 30-second feeling good, or do you want to feel good for the rest of your life? Right? Do you want to feel good every day you wake up, or do you just want to feel good for 30 seconds, then feel disgusted with yourself afterwards because you just took yourself a step backwards? You know what I'm saying? And so you have to be still, you have to listen, but you have to control your emotions. Right? You have to control your emotions. You have to control your emotions.
You are now tapped in and tuned in. MindRightRadio.com.
Let me just quickly give you a list of 4 emotions that can change your life in one day. Emotions are powerful. Sometimes it doesn't take much to alter your whole life direction. Number 1, disgust.
Disgust.
Powerful emotion. Disgust says, I have had it. See, that could be the day. The day you can say, I've had it. And whether you've had it with something small or something major, the day you can say, I've had it. May not be the day it ends, but the day it begins. Here's the next one, decision. And decision-making is powerful, and it's emotional. That's those knots in the pit of your stomach, right? Waking up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, trying to decide. We sometimes call it inner civil war. What shall I do? Well, for progress, you must decide.
You must decide.
You came from a wealthy friend of mine who said, if it's easy, do it easy.
If it's easy, do it easy.
Do it hard.
If it's hard, do it hard.
Just get it done.
Let's get it done.
If you went home tonight and in the next few days cleaned up a whole list of decisions, that might furnish enough inspiration for the next 10 years. I found this out many times after you've decided. Getting on with it is easier than deciding. Sometimes decision is the toughest part. Here's the next emotion, desire, wanting to bad enough. And I don't know how to tell you to want to. That's something you've got to come up with. There's 2 things I know about desire. Number 1, it comes from inside, not outside. You don't send off.
Appreciate you, Blackwell.
Number 2, I know desire can be triggered by something. Who knows what it might be? Sometimes desire waits and sleeps for something to happen. Maybe it's a book. Maybe it's a song. Maybe it's a sermon. Maybe it's a lecture, a seminar. Maybe it's the conversation of a friend, a happening, an event. Who knows? The best advice I can give you is what I give my staff. It goes like this. Welcome every human experience.
Welcome every experience.
Which one is going to turn it all on? Even the bad experience. Sometimes from the bitterest experience comes the greatest awakening. So let down the barriers. Take down the walls. The same wall that keeps out disappointment keeps out happiness. Let life touch you. Don't let it kill you, but let it touch you.
Big bars. That's his bars.
This one's powerful. Resolve. Resolve says I will. 2 of the most powerful words in the language. I will. Benjamin Disraeli once said, nothing can resist a human will. that will stake even its existence on the extent of its purpose. Shortly put, I'll do it or die.
I'll do it or die. That's it.
That's powerful.
Butterfly thoughts, appreciate the bad luck.
The world has a strange way of stepping aside when somebody says, I'll do it or die. The man says, I will climb the mountain. They told me it's too high, it's too far, it's too rocky, it's too difficult. It's never been done before, but it's my mountain, I will climb it. Pretty soon you'll see me waving from the top. Or dead on the side, because I ain't coming back. Now let me show you what triggers all emotions into activity that brings results. And results is the name of the game. Here it is. Action.
Action.
Finally, you must do something about how you feel.
Do something about how you feel.
Jesus, the master teacher, said, don't just be listeners.
Just don't be listeners.
Doers.
Be doers.
The world admires the doers.
The world admires the doers.
Whatever it takes to get you to try harder, read more, set your goals, and go for it.
All right, y'all.
Did you change your mind? Did you change your life?
So here's the last thing.
Radio, inspiration and motivation 25/8. That's all the time. More than humanly possible.
All right, here's the thing. I need you to feel your feelings, though, right? Don't run away from the feelings, though, right? How you feel, right? I need you to control your emotions, but how you feel is how you feel. Don't run from your feelings, though, right? Do not run from your feelings. And so I don't know if y'all need to take a pen and paper, but we about look. This next one's gonna go crazy. This next one's gonna tell you how to feel your feelings and how to go. Let's go. Ow.
If your mind alright, then
Everything I've arrived.
Just stay positive and keep on moving along with Mind Right.
Mind Right Radio.
How would you feel in your life if you knew, no matter what emotion you felt, you knew, okay, am I feeling uncomfortable, or is that a feeling of fear, or is that a hurt feeling, or an anger type of feeling, or a frustrated type of feeling, or a disappointed, or a guilty, or inadequate, or overloaded, or lonely feeling? How would you feel if you knew in a moment or two you could instantly get out of that feeling, no matter how intense it had been? Would that be useful? And stick with it, okay? Because I know this may seem a little bit cumbersome at first, so listen to me carefully. At any moment you feel any emotion, the first step you're going to always want to take to master your emotions, first step always will be to identify the signal. What I mean by identify the signal is figure out, if you're having a feeling, which one of these categories does it go into. Let me say that again because I think you'll get this. If you're feeling pain, it's a message. You need to change the way you're looking at things, and therefore what they mean to you, or change the way you're communicating your desires or needs to someone, especially if the pain involves somebody else, or change the way you're behaving, the way you're treating others, and that'll get you a new response. That's in essence the basis of all these action messages. They're telling you, you got to set a new outcome and move in a new direction. Otherwise, you're going to stay in pain. And by the way, let me mention something too. If you ignore a message, if you ignore one of these signals, these action signals, whether it be the signal of feeling hurt or fearful or angry or frustrated or disappointed or overloaded, that signal doesn't go away. It intensifies.
Yeah.
You feel even more hurt, even more angry. It intensifies until one day you get smart enough to say, hey, I got to change something here. I got to change my expectations, the way I'm evaluating this thing, the way I'm looking at things, the way I'm feeling about it, or the way I'm communicating what I need, or I got to change the way I'm behaving, period. I'm going to keep feeling this until I make one of those three changes. It's that simple. Next, once you've identified the signal, i.e. you've been identified, you said, I'm feeling rejected, and what that really means is I'm feeling uncomfortable, or it really means I'm feeling hurt, or angry, or lonely, or whatever. And the second step is appreciate the message. Respect that emotion. Don't make your emotion wrong. So many times we say, well, I don't want to feel rejected, or I don't want to feel bad, or I don't feel angry, I don't want to feel hurt. Don't do that. Appreciate it. It has a message for you. It means you got to change. But it also means something very specific depending upon which emotion of these 10 categories. So before I go any further, let me review with you what the messages are that each one of these 10 signals is giving you. We've already said that if you're uncomfortable, the message is simple. You got to change your state, clarify what you want, and take action in the direction of what you want.
Clarification. Write this down, y'all.
Category number 2, emotions of fear, whether it be concern or apprehension or worry or anxiety or scared or frightened or terrified, no matter what intensity it is, any one of those still are fearful emotions, and fear emotions deliver one message to us. We need to prepare ourselves to deal with something or to avoid the negative consequences of something that's coming up, something that's about to happen, a situation or an event. Basically, fear is get prepared. Get yourself so you can deal with something. And that's a valuable message, isn't it? Now, the problem is what most of us do is we get fearful and we don't take the message. We either try to deny the fear and act like we're real strong, and all it does is get stronger and stronger. Or worse, we just surrender the fear and we don't get the message. All we do is we get caught up in the emotion and we get more and more scared and we amplify it. And we start thinking of the worst that can happen rather than figuring out, okay, what do I need to do to be prepared to avoid the negative consequences and make this work? For example, people have fear of failure. That's a valuable fear. It's saying get prepared so you won't fail. The third category of emotions, those are hurt feelings, give us a signal and a message that says you have an expectation that's not been met and you have a feeling of loss. I.e., you expected somebody to keep their word and they didn't. That hurt your feelings. Or you expected someone never to share something that you told them privately and you told somebody else. And now you feel hurt. You feel a sense of loss of intimacy with them, or loss of trust. And that sense of loss is what creates that feeling of hurt inside of us. What do we need to do? It tells us immediately. We have to evaluate, is there really a loss here? Again, do we need to change our perception? Maybe you just didn't communicate to this person that when you told them this, you wanted them to keep this information private. Maybe you haven't lost anything. Maybe you just have to change your way of communicating your needs, or again, change your behavior. The next category is anger. That's the fourth category. And again, emotions like irritation or feeling livid or furious or enraged or resentful, all of these fit into this category. Any of these emotions are simply signals giving you a message. And the message here is that an important rule that you have in your life has been violated by someone else or maybe even by you. See, when we think something's really important and somebody violates that rule, we get upset about it. How we deal with that upset will determine a great deal how much pain or pleasure we really experience in our lives and how close we get to other people, how much we push them away from us. In other words, if somebody violates your standards, that's the message. What you're supposed to do with that message is real simple. Communicate that you have a standard. Communicate that you know it's only your rule. It isn't necessarily their rule, but you need their help. Or you need to compromise. Some things you get angry about, you're going to get angry about for the rest of your life. You better identify those things and realize that those are just your standards. They're not everybody's standards. And if you go around being upset because everyone doesn't live by your rules, you're going to be upset your whole life. So again, maybe you need to change your perceptions, change your rules, so that life is a lot simpler and a lot less painful for you. The fifth category of emotions, frustration. These action signals are telling you you need to change your approach to achieving your goal. Whatever you're going after, you're not going to get it the way you're doing it right now. That's why you're frustrated. You keep trying to get the same result by doing the same thing over and over again. There was a definition given a long time ago about insanity. It said insanity is attempting to get a new result by doing the same thing over and over again. It'll never work. So you've got to change your approach. When you feel frustrated, just know, hey, that's the message. I got to change my approach. I need to be more flexible in the situation. Category number 6, disappointment. If you start to feel disappointed, that's a signal. And that signal is bringing you a message. And the message is that you need to realize an expectation you had, an outcome you're going after, is not going to probably happen unless you change your expectation and make it more appropriate for the situation at hand. In other words, maybe you wanted something to happen in too short a period of time. Realize disappointment says you need to change your expectations. You need to change simply your view of things and come up with a more appropriate outcome for the time that you have involved, the people you have involved, the situation you have involved. So that's the message. Listen to it. Utilize it. Don't keep re-experiencing disappointment and stacking it till you feel overloaded, overwhelmed, or hopeless, or inadequate, which are emotions we'll talk about later. But first, let's talk about the next one. The 7th major category of emotions are guilt or regret emotions. Hey, when you've got feelings of guilt or regret, a lot of people say, well, don't feel guilty about anything. Garbage. Guilt serves you if you hear the message.
If you hear the message.
Guilt is really simple. It says you violated one of your own standards, and you must do something immediately to ensure that you're not going to violate again in the future. That's why you have the pain of guilt. Now, what most people do is they do one or the other. They either deny the guilt, take themselves out of it, and don't feel guilty at all, which, now, I agree you shouldn't stay in guilt, but if you just deny the guilt and don't get the message, the guilt's going to come back. It'll get you sooner or later. It's back there. It's deep. It's dark. It'll get you. So with that fear, maybe you should turn that fear into getting the message instead of being overwhelmed and, again, surrendering to guilt. That's the other extreme. People just walk around and they allow themselves then to feel inferior for the rest of their life. They feel so regretful about what they once did. That is not the purpose of guilt. It's to make sure you clean up your act. It's to make sure that you don't violate this again. It's that you make things right when you screw up. That's what you got to do. Now, sometimes you can't. Sometimes someone passed away or something's occurred where you feel guilty about something that happened in the past you really can't change. The only thing you can change is your present and future behaviors. When you do that, you can let go of the guilt. That's the message it offers you. And again, when you immediately feel the signal, what do? You identify the signal and you realize, hey, I'm feeling regret or I'm feeling guilt. Secondly, you appreciate the message. It's a message that says you need to change something. Either your perception or your procedures. Maybe you're feeling guilty about something you shouldn't feel guilty about at all. Have you ever done that? I really regret what I said. I was wrong. Boy, the guilt will disappear. Or change your behavior in the future. Change the way you're going to communicate to that person or people like them. Any one of these three changes, again, will immediately eliminate the guilt, and then guilt will serve a good purpose, hasn't it? It's kept you on track, it's moved you forward, it's made you a better person. That's why it's there. Utilize it, don't wallow in it. Let's go to category number 8, inadequacy. Boy, if you feel inadequate, those are any of those emotions, again, that make you feel like you're less than. Feelings of being unworthy, for example, or being inadequate feeling. Whenever you feel this emotion or emotion like it, get excited. Appreciate it's offering you a message, and the message it's offering you is simple. It's saying you need to do something to get better in this category right away. It doesn't mean you have to be perfect at it. Inadequacy just says you got to do something. Don't sit on your duff anymore. You're feeling inadequate because you haven't done anything to be really good in this area. Now, the first thing you got to do is, as you go through this process, is ask yourself, is this really an appropriate emotion? That is, am I really inadequate, or do I need to change the way I'm perceiving things? Maybe I got some rules that say, in order for me to be adequate, I have to go on the dance floor and outdo John Travolta. That's probably inappropriate perceptions. You need to change the perceptions, or maybe changing the procedures, which is, I need to prepare myself by doing something right now to get better. One thing you can do is just go practice. One thing you do is go out and initiate some communication. So inadequacy is a message to get up and do something to become better, or to change your criteria, to look at what you're doing and make it easier for yourself to feel adequate. You probably got rules that are too harsh. Now, category number 9. This is one of the categories that I think immobilizes and destroys more people's lives than virtually any of the others combined. And that is a feeling of being overloaded or overwhelmed or hopeless or depressed. They all fit together. I use overloaded to make it sound simpler. If you say, gosh, I'm depressed, you'll immediately feel much more intensity than if you say I'm overloaded. The key here is to realize that this is a signal. When you feel hopeless, depressed, overwhelmed, or overloaded, the message that's offering you is you need to reevaluate what's most important to you in this situation. Sit down right now and decide what is absolutely important, what's a necessity for you versus what's a desire. Write down all the things that are most important for you to accomplish. Then, 2, put them in order of priority. And then 3, take the first one on your list and do something about it. It's the same thing with depression, the same thing for being hopeless. Sit down and say, okay, instead of saying it's hopeless, I need to change my state. Number 1, that's always the message of all these emotions. Number 2, I got to clarify what's most important to me. Write it all out. 3, what's the order of the importance? And 4, what's the first thing on my list? Let me go handle that. The minute you go handle anything, and you deal with one simple issue, your brain can handle it. And as soon as you handle that situation, you will feel like you're in control of your world. You will not feel overloaded. You will not feel overwhelmed. You'll feel like there's hope. And you won't feel depressed. Your self-esteem grows when you do something to take control of events. Instead of having events take control of you. All you do to take control of events is chunk them down. Pick one thing and master it. The message is simple. You're trying to do too much in too short a period of time. You're looking at the whole world and expecting everything to be perfect overnight, and you're feeling like you can't handle it all. Chunk it down. Here's the final category. Category 10, feeling lonely. Have you ever felt really lonely? Gosh, I don't think there's anybody alive who hasn't. But what does it mean when you feel lonely? What is the message that you should get from that signal? I think the message is really simple. What we really need at that moment, the message is telling us we need a certain connection with people. The challenge with that message is a lot of times people take the word connection or the idea of the need for a connection with another human being and they make it into a sexual connection or instant intimacy. And they feel frustrated because even when they have that, they still feel lonely. What we really need to do is identify what kind of connection. Maybe you do need an intimate connection. Maybe you just need some basic friendship or someone to listen to or somebody to laugh with or someone to talk to. It's real important when it's alone to just say, hey, this is really neat. What's great about being lonely is it says I really care about people. I love to be with people.
Self-care. Thank you
I need to find out why I want to be with somebody right now. And then take an action immediately to go in the direction we want. All of these emotions, these categories of emotions, are there for a reason, and they're to give us a message. A message that
Feel your feelings.
change.
Hey, what, gentlemen, right now you're tuned into Mind Right Radio. Elevate your mind, elevate your life.
Hey, yo, so I appreciate y'all. Yo, everybody who I'm going to see tonight at the birthday party / book release. I appreciate y'all. Hey, yo, we got to tag Novo in November. I don't know if he on this, but look, we playing this all night. From the block to the bank. Yo, we got to tag Novo November. We got to tag him. We need this all night. Be like, yo, Nova, we need this all night. Legendary part of your life. We need this tonight. 100K in the safe. Let's do it. In the safe. Yup. Put it in play. I'm going to do it today. Feelings today. I came from the Jets. Count these checks. Count these checks. Money goes stretch. Then you invest. The block to the bank. Like biceps. Hey, yo, tell Nova we need this tonight. Yo, run up his mentions real quick. Yo, it's Mr. Nova November. That's the shit. What up? Yup. What do you think? I'm the same. For the block to the bank. I'm just trying to progress. Yes. Hey, yo, we need this track. Yo, blow up his mentions real quick. Put it in play. For the block of the bank, yo. I appreciate y'all. Gotta go. I gotta go get a cut though too. You see my George Jefferson come trying to peek up, so I gotta go get a cut. Gotta get right. Looking forward to seeing y'all tonight. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Yo, if you didn't check out Inside the Vault yet, please go check out Inside the Vault. It is the biggest interview I've done to date. It is the biggest interview. It's my biggest interview. I need y'all to go check it out. Let me know what y'all think. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. You know how we gonna close out? I focus on my goals. Yeah, you see my hairline. Appreciate the badge, love y'all. Thank you. 7M Productions. Appreciate the badge, love. I am Shay Love. Thank you for the badge, love. AI, the Jedi. Thank you for those badge, love. The Don Oliver. Thank you for the badge, love. Rankin Certified. Thank you for the badge, love. Gerber Charles. Thank you for the badge, love. She is Tony Jefferson. Thank you for the badge love. I Stay Rich. Thank you for the badge love. Patrick Watkins. Thank you for the badge love. Phenomenal. Fallings. Thank you for the badge love. Ramaya Trash. Thank you for the badge love. Where's CJ? Thank you for the badge love. Panther Ink Graphics. Thank you for the badge love. Randy Loser Freak. Thank you for the badge love. It's A Low. Thank you for the badge love. Rain Check. Thank you for the badge love. Vision of Peach Yoga. Thank you for the badge love. Empress Bella. Thank you for the badge love. Butterfly Thoughts. Thank you for the badge love. Two Chico U. 3. Thank you for the badge love. Paris and Paisley Boutique. Thank you for the badge love. The Only MJ. Thank you for the badge love twice. Passion for You Within. Thank you for the badge love. Stacy J. Thank you for the badge love. Crazy About Case. Thank you for the badge love. El Chantel. Thank you for the badge love. Self Care is Wealth Care. Thank you for the badge love twice. Absolute Audacity. Thank you for the badge love. Tawana B 001. Thank you for the badge love. Yup. Jay Monique. Thank you for the badge love. I appreciate y'all. Yo, go check out Inside the Vault on the Earn Your Leisure YouTube channel now. Biggest episode I've ever done. I appreciate y'all tapping in. I like how that sound. All right, y'all. For those, I'll see y'all tonight. Who's coming to the book signing birthday party in God's will. Enjoy the weekend. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, peace and blessings. Blessed Friday. All right.
I'm talking about wet. Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.